Hello and welcome to this video. We're going to go over the alphabet. And the thing to remember about the alphabet when we're talking about phonemes is the alphabet in terms of the graphemes, the letters you see on a page in a book. If you pick up any old book sitting on your shelf right now and you look at the symbols there, those letters, those are graphemes. A, B, C, and they're not the phonemes. The phonemes are different. So this video is going to be all about what phonemes are in the letters of the alphabet. So we'll start with A. And if you listen carefully, you'll hear A is actually two vowels. It's a diphthong. And it starts with the E, which looks like that. E. And then it will end with the I. So E for elephant, I for inside. So your jaw and your arch of your tongue will just come up a little bit. A, like that. A. B is going to be B, E. So it's the plosive B, voiced plosive B, followed by the E vowel. And you've got a nice colon there telling you to make it nice and long. So it's going to be B. And your lips can go from together straight to a little smile. B, B. And you'll be phonating all the way. Then you've got, see if you can read the phonemes. S, E, S, E, like that. An S, the unvoiced fricative, followed by the E vowel. And remember to have a nice little gap between your teeth for the vowel. E. And for the S, your teeth are going to want to be pretty much together. S, E, but not quite touching. Tongue tip up. S, E, C. And you'll see that E vowel is going to be the same for all these four. A, B, C, D, E. E, 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 E. Another voiced plosive. D, D. Tongue tip up to the gum ridge for the D, 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 E. And you're going to go straight from the D to the E sound. D, D. Like that. E. Just the E vowel on its own. E. Then F. E for elephant. And then the F, the unvoiced fricative made with the bottom lip squeezing the air against the bottom of the top teeth. F. F. Like that. F. G. The voiced affricative. So these two symbols, the D and the J, you're going to say them both at the same time, but your tongue's going to start off kind of in the D shape, like you're going to do a D, and then the pad of your tongue is going to sort of mush against the alveolar ridge and just above a little bit into the hard palate. I was going to say the hot palate. Into the hard palate, and you'll get a J, J, like that. J. Followed by another E. So all these voiced plosives, voiced affricatives, there's just one, the J. You're going to want to spring the lips into that shape. Or you could already have it ready. G. For something like B, your lips will have to come together, but you could have a little gap between your teeth and make your lips reach over, and then be conscious of spreading the corners here. B. For ones like D, like D and G, G, you can have your lips already smiling a little bit. G, G. So that when the tongue drops and that phonation sound, that sound of your vocal folds vibrating, comes out your mouth, it'll just be in a really nice shaped E sound. Then you've got the H, and that's going to be an E for elephant, and then an I for inside, similar to the A, exactly the same actually. Something about the H, there's no H when you say it. It should just be A, ch, ch, like that. And that ch sound is the unvoiced version of j, j. So same movement, you just don't phonate ch. So your tongue will go to a T position, which is the same as D, or it should be anyway, with the tongue tip up on the alveolar ridge. And then you're going to go from a T to a sh. And it's an affricative because it starts kind of like a plosive. The air pressure builds up and pops out, but as soon as the air starts moving, it's in a fricative. In this case, sh, ch. So you'll get a ch, like that. I, starting with R for art, ending with I for in, R, I. J, we got that affricative again, j, j. Remember those two are one, you put them together. D, j, j, j. A, J. And to make sure you get it phonating, that it doesn't come out like J, you want it J. You don't want Che, you want J. Che, J, 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 with your vocal folds phonating. So you have to start to vibrate them just slightly before you move the tongue and the air comes through. So you get this slight sound, but the air's not going through your nose. It's building up. J, J, J. And again, you can be smiling for the and the I. Same for all of these. Smiling, 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 smiling. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Relaxed lips for the R. I. Smiling for the I. So your lips go from relaxed to smiling. Then J. Smiling all the way through. J. Because it's just a jammy sound to make. So you're going to smile if you like jam. And if you don't like jam, then you're going to have to fake that smile. K. 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 I. K. That's the unvoiced plosive. K. L. F for elephant. Ooh. The lateral releasing consonant where your tongue tip is going to touch your gum ridge and the phonation is going to come out the gaps at the sides. So you start in the and then put your tongue tip up like you're licking an ice cream, and it's going to sort of L, like that. And you just want to hold it there for a split second so you can get the nice ooh, L, like that. And we call that the dark L, which is on the end of a word. M, M. Smiling, and then the lips just come together. Try and keep the gap between your teeth when your lips come together. And you'll feel your lips vibrating nicely. And the air's going through your nose. N is another nasal consonant, and you're going to say this similar to the M, but with your tongue tip going up this time. N to the D or T position, but you let the air go through your nose. It's a nasal consonant. M, N, O, for about, for book, or hood, O. So your lips are going to go from relaxed to rounded. And to round your lips, think about squeezing the corners. Instead of spreading and smiling, you're going to sort of narrow them. Your cheeks will go a bit hollow. Oh, like that. Oh. Try and spend a little longer on the part. A lot of people will tend to skip that part and might say like home instead of home. And you want a bit longer on that. Home. Ho. Oh. Oh. P. Unvoiced plosive. Lips come together like they did for the M. Have a little gap between your teeth. Let the air pressure build up. And then relax the lips. And actually, you're going to spread them a bit into a smile. And then come on, phonation. P. Whenever you have a voiced sound and an unvoiced sound, when you're going really slow and you're doing the transition, try to think about when you're going to come on phonation. For example, K. I don't want it to go like gay, and have my phonation too close. Gay. I want it to be more like K. K. So once the air is moving and your mouth's in the shape for the voiced sound, the most open shape, as your mouth's just arriving in that most open shape, then you come on phonation. K. P. Rather than say B. The closer the phonation is, the more it can start to sound like a B. It might start to sound a bit like a B instead of a P. ChatGPT will say that this is more aspirated. P. I say just delay phonation till you're arriving in the most open shape for the vowel. I said just like that was more simple. And it's just more detailed. It's just more precise. If you follow what I'm doing there. It doesn't really work with the graphemes alphabet. It's better to do with the phonemes to do that sort of thing. Moving on, Q. Try to, for the last column, before I do it, try to maybe pause and say it yourself a few times and see if you can break up these sounds. K, y, oo, Q, Q. And again, exhale a little bit between the unvoiced plosive and the voiced semivowel y for yellow. Q, Q, Q. And in this one, you're going to get this sort of U sound where it's going to change a bit almost like a diphthong as you go from the y to the oo, because your lips are going to move you. And you can leave your tongue more or less where it is. The arch will be pretty high for the y, and it might move back a bit. You. Tongue tip always stays behind the bottom teeth for all vowels and semivowels, y and w. The irony in RP is you don't pronounce the r sound. You'll just say ah. And you can make it a nice long vowel. Ah, like that. S. S. F for elephant. Come off phonation. Keep exhaling and squeeze the air on your tongue tip. S. Like that. S. T. E. T. E. Same as D, but remember to have that bit of air between your unvoiced consonant t, t, and your vowel, your voiced sound E. T. Nice and aspirated. T. Then this one, and we've already done this one. This was actually the same, just without the k. So you just you. Not me, you. Ooh, you. V will be V. Squeezing the air between your bottom lip and your teeth and phonating. So you should hear an F in there and be phonating V. X. And just come off phonation like we did for S. But in between, you're going to have a little k as the back of your tongue trips the air against the soft palate. X. 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 W. R. I. Y. It's that I again. R for art, I for in, W for whiskey, when, Y. Semivowel W, vowel R, jaw nice and low, tongue nice and low in the back. Wah. Wah. And then an I. Why. Wah. I. Why. Like that. When you do your W, you can have a nice gap between your teeth, especially because you're going to go into that R. So you can have your jaw already dropped and your cheeks will be nice and hollow, squeezing the corners of the mouth. Why? 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 Why though? Z. E. D. Z. Z. So you're going to be squeezing the S, but phonating. An S is the same as a Z in mouth position. Just for the Z, you phonate. So do your S first, tongue tip up on the gum ridge, squeezing the S, you're phonating, into that F for elephant, and tongue tip goes up, try and leave a little gap, make your tongue tip reach, Z, D, voiced plosive on the end. One more time, and we'll go from the very top of the alphabet all the way through. So you have a go first. Have a go, and then I'll do it. A, 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 B, B, E, B, C, C, D, 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 E, E, just the same as the last three, just on its own. E, F, F, G, E, G, 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 H, 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 I, J, 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 E, K, A, K, L, M, N, L, M, N, O, O, U, O, P, 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 Q, Q, R. I'm kind of doing a bit with the beat of the music right now. S, 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 T, E, T, Y, U, U, V, E, V, X, X. It's making me laugh, the music. W, R, E, Y, W, R, E, Y, Y, Z, E, D, Z. And there you go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, U, wait, oh my gosh, Q, R, S, T, U, V, X, Y, Z. So there you have it. That was the alphabet in the phonemes. I hope that clears some things up. Graphemes and phonemes are not the same thing. And some of these, you'll see they've got 4 phonemes or 3 phonemes in just one of the letters of the alphabet. So hopefully that's given you a bit of an idea where some of the confusion might be if you're trying to sound some things out, or if you just wanted to know how to say the alphabet properly. There you go.